welcome to my second crochet tutorial. Today I will be discussing how to double crochet. That is the next part of crocheting and in learning how to do simple patterns. So today I'm using Red Heart with Love. It's just a worsted weight yarn. Again, this is a 4, which is medium. But as you can tell, this is a little bit thicker than when I was using my Caron Simply Soft. So, for starters, again, we're going to do our slip knot. I loop it around my finger, turn it so the open thread is on the top, and just go ahead and push that through so you have your first loop. This is, again, going to just start with a simple chain. Go ahead and chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, with a double crochet stitch, usually your turning stitch is going to be either 2 or 3 chains, depending on if the chain counts as a double crochet in your pattern or not. When I write a pattern, I usually just use a chain 2 as my turning stitch, and that does not count as one of my double crochets. So I'm going to skip this first one, skip the second one, and this third one is the stitch I'm going to work into. In order to double crochet, first you loop a piece of yarn over your hook, then you go into your stitch just like we did with single crochet, pull one through. You will see 3 loops on your hook, and you are going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So as you can see, it makes it a little bit taller than our single crochet, and we're just going to go ahead and do that across the whole row. So again, yarn over, go into your next stitch, pull through 1, then yarn over, pull through 2 of your loops, and then pull through 2 of your loops again. Okay, and you are going to do that again. That's why it's called double, because you're going ahead and pulling it through twice. Now there is another stitch called a half double crochet, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. But go ahead and finish this row. So yarn over, into your stitch, pull through 1, so then pull through 2 of your loops and pull through 2 of your loops again. Yarn over, into your stitch, yarn over again, pull through 2, pull through 2, into your stitch, yarn over, pull through 1 stitch, pull back through your stitch, pull through 2 loops, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, into your stitch, pull through the stitch, pull through 2, pull through 2. And you'll see it kind of has this nice edging. I really enjoy using this for hats. It's great for dresses. The double crochet stitch is used in just a lot of different projects. Now let's say you needed a half double crochet. Usually that can be just a chain 1, sometimes it's a chain 2. Again, that depends on if it's counting as a stitch in your work. I am just going to chain 1. So a half double starts the same way. You go ahead and yarn over your hook, insert it into your stitch. Again, that's that little V right there at the top. You're going to pull through, okay, and you have 3 loops on your hook, just like with the double crochet. But instead of pulling it through twice, you're going to just go ahead and pull it through all 3 loops. So let's go ahead and do that again. Yarn over, go into your stitch, yarn over, pull that through, and then pull that through all 3 loops. Go ahead and continue to do that to the end of your row. Okay, so again, yarn over, into your stitch, yarn over, and then yarn over and pull through all 3. I'm just going to finish out that row. Now, when you're doing this, be sure that at the end, so I have this turning stitch at the end, if everything looks like it lined up on a straight row, you've done it correctly. If you have the same number of stitches, you've done it correctly. So because we chained 10 and we used 2 as our turning stitch, we should have 8, which I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now half double crochets are interesting because if you look at the top, you see we have this V here. But if you look at the side, you also have a V here. So half double crochets will, as if you're just going back and forth, they will create this line on your work. And that can look really nice if that's the look you're going for. If that's not what you want, you can, so I just chained 1. You can go ahead and when you're working those half double crochets, you go through kind of all 3 so that line isn't visible. So as you can see, you don't have any weird line there at all. That would just cover all of that. So I just went through all 3 of those loops. Now, if you don't mind or you want the line, so if you go ahead and yarn over and just put it through those top 2 loops there and pull that through and then pull through all 3, you'll see that there's kind of this line there. So I'm going to go ahead and do a few more stitches so you can really see the difference. So as you can see, it kind of creates this little division right there. Now that can look really nice if that's the look you're going for. You can even alternate your double crochets or half double crochets or even single crochets in a work. And sometimes that will help just really create a nice pattern, a nice look, depending on how you want it to look. Now, I crochet hats a lot. My hats are worked in just plain double crochets. I start at the top and work my way down. As you can see, there's kind of the line there just from the stitches. That just happens. These are all double crochets. So there's not that line there from like on the double, on the half double crochets. And we will discuss how to make just a simple basic hat in another video. I think that would be a really fun project for all of you. I can make a hat in about an hour. And so we can discuss how to do that. It's really simple. But as you can see, this is a very simple beanie with just the double crochets. And there's not that extra line there like there is on the half double crochets. So I do want to go over that one more time. With the double crochet, you go ahead, we're going to chain 2. I don't use it as a turning stitch. So you yarn over, you go into your stitch, yarn over and pull that through your stitch. You have 3 on your hook. You're going to go ahead and pull through 2 loops and pull through 2 loops. The half double crochet, you yarn over, you go in, you pull through a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook. You yarn over and you pull through all 3. So that's the difference. They're slightly different in size. So I hope you enjoyed learning how to do a double crochet and a half double crochet today, and join me next time for our next segment.